The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
It's Friday. Yes, we're a few minutes late. Dina had to have the red carpet. I had to wait. I sat there, Ivan and I were like, so I texted her and I said, she says, well, my red carpet's not out yet. And so I had to, get the carpet out. Now she's arrived. So good morning, everyone. It is international. Today we're going to be talking about International Women's Day. Dina, I'm going to turn it over to you because good morning and welcome back in the studio. Welcome back. You, what did you text me the other day and said, Cachet, I want to, well, tell everybody what you wanted to do today.
Yes, good morning, everybody. So since we are celebrating International Women's Day on Sunday.
Yay, tell us all about that.
Yes, I honestly thought it's like, you know what, Cachet, you always into supporting women.
I love it. I love supporting,
yes. And then I think we can use or take your platform to talk about women, so what we do in business.
Love it.
I mean, we play so many roles as a woman, as a business, moms, and so many things, right, in the community, and that's why we're here.
And then you actually had a guest that you wanted to invite today. You had somebody in mind. You said that you wanted to bring in. And so who is that individual? We're welcoming him this morning. Well, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. I am Dr. Alexia McClurkin. I'm a Houston chiropractor as well as a nurse and a mom.
Stop for a minute. So how do you get to do both roles? That's kind of busy.
It's very busy.
I mean, how do you, I'm a nurse and a chiropractor. Okay, what do you do?
So right now, I'm just kind of like trying to find that balance. So right now, I'm focused mainly on the chiropractic, and then I'm going to tap into my nursing. I'm opening up a med spa June 2020.
Wow, so just a little busy? So how do you do this like in your spare time? I mean, really? Come on. Let's talk a little bit about your background.
So
and welcome to the studio this morning.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Dina, for inviting me. I started out, I moved here from Michigan, and I started out just working for a chiropractor, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I can have best of both worlds. I can do PT and chiropractic. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So then I graduated from chiropractic school. I was having trouble finding a job, so I started working in education, and then I applied for nursing school, started my practice, and then I got accepted into nursing school. I'm like, oh, crap. So I have this practice and nursing school. So now here I am.
Can we dig a little bit into your brain? I mean, were you like top of your class? And
actually, no.
Yeah?
I am. When I was an undergrad, C student, chiropractic school, C student, then nursing school. No, that's cool.
Doesn't matter. You made it.
I don't mind telling anybody. I'm a C student.
Yeah.
But in nursing school, I actually pregnant and had a 3-year-old at the time. Ended up graduating with honors. So I think that was like more drive.
I knew it was there. I knew it was there. It had to be. Amazing. Right. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So you said you're going to be opening a med spa.
Yes. So that will be in June over in the medical center area.
We love med spas.
Yeah, we have party for that. We're gonna have a party for that.
I was gonna say we love spas.
Yeah,
so today, let's dig into it. I mean, obviously, International Women's Day. What is that all about? What does that really mean? I mean, does either one of you? Let's talk a little bit.
I mean, I need to get a little more knowledge about it, but we celebrate women.
In our mind, what does it mean?
Let's
start for you. What does it mean?
We celebrate women. So if you notice, like, we do so many stuff. We do so many things. I mean, women's playing big roles in our community right now, right? And it's amazing. We have to celebrate that.
Women are on a movement, and you know, and I think the idea of what you're saying is, you know, strong women. Obviously, today we're talking with 3 strong women here that have their entrepreneurial background, starting your practice and things like that. We can dig more after commercial into our journey, but that's so important to highlight. The fact that as women, we, men and women, right? But women in particular right now, because of what we're talking about, the fact that we're able to set our bar, based on what we want to do, and we're define ourselves by what we do, not by what someone tells us to do. And I think go ahead, anybody chime in. Go ahead.
Exactly, and then women are seen as the backbone of the family.
Okay.
We're able, and honestly, we're stronger than men. Men, yes, they are stronger.
Wait, say that again. Wow.
Women.
I just want you to know you're heard all over the world.
There we go.
Okay.
Are stronger than men.
She said it, I didn't, but I don't know that I don't agree.
Yeah. I mean, we carry kids. We have to birth them,
Yeah.
whether we have C-section or not. Both of my kids, I gave birth to them with no epidural, and then I ran my entire second pregnancy. So we are stronger than men. They can't handle a lot of stuff that we go through.
And plus, you ran the marathon when you was pregnant. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, then we'll go to commercial. You ran a marathon while you were pregnant. What do you mean? How far along were you? And I know what a marathon is, 26.2 miles.
Yeah, that I did not do. I did a half marathon, only half crazy. I ran 10 5Ks, 3 triathlons, half marathon, quarter marathon while I was pregnant.
How far along were you?
This was from start to finish.
Okay, that's
so
fair. Yeah,
I stopped running 2 weeks prior to having my son, and then because he was just so pushing down so much, so then I just started riding my bike, and then I rode my bike the day before I went in for induction.
So you're a beast. You're a beast. Okay, we're going to take a quick commercial, and when we come back, we're going to talk more about how strong women are and a little bit more into our backgrounds. We'll be right back.
What?
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein Lip Gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1 FM.
located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Woodlands Prime Lending, offering business loan programs for all types of endeavors. Need a startup loan, equipment financing, or even a business line of credit? Woodlands Prime Lending offers a variety of commercial loans to help you get funded when you need it. Call 713-900-7170 or visit us on our website at woodlandsprimelending.com to schedule an appointment today. Getting a loan is easy with Woodlands Prime Lending.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
welcome back. It is Friday. Yes, it is. It is all about today. Miss Dina Torres, if you haven't heard, is back in the studio this morning. Welcome back. Dina, Eyelashes by Dina, I should say. But this morning she had a request. She said, Cachet, I want to talk about International Women's Day. And I said, of course, come on in. So we're not only talking to Dina, but we're also talking to Alexa. Alexa, am I saying it right?
Alexia.
Alexia. No, don't. Well, why did I say Alexa? Think about it. That's the little gadget everybody has in their house.
Yeah, it's okay. I get it all the time.
I apologize.
I get it
anyway,
all the
we're talking, and Alexa, you were just telling us you're a nurse, a chiropractor, I mean, a beast. You ran a marathon or half a marathon and pregnant and everything else in between. And you just told us that women are stronger than men. So it's been noted. But I want to dig, first of all, I want to find out a little bit about y'all's relationships, because it seems to be a really kindred relationship here. How did y'all meet? And let's talk here a little bit about that. Yeah.
Actually, we met like 6 years ago. Is that right, Alexia?
I was pregnant with my first son.
Yeah, so she was she came to get her lashes done.
Okay.
Right, so I mean, and then it's funny because she was talking the other day about something, and then she's like, wait a minute, when that happened? And she's like, girl, I met her mom, I met her husband, I met everybody.
Okay.
And this is something that I really like from, I mean, me as a service provider and have my own business, that I create that relationship
with the whole
family, and the whole family. I mean, I'm telling you, I have people that send me their mom, their aunties, their friends, even their husband come.
Of you, Dina. I mean, usually, you have to say, when someone will refer a family member to you and bring in their family, that says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And the respect that they have for you as an individual and your character. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I think that's very important, you know, Cachet. And one thing that I really enjoy is creating and build that relationship, because it's not used to have a business and treat the people like a number. I dedicate time for my clients.
You do. I know.
And I take care of my clients, and I follow up. And she said yesterday, I don't want to get in trouble with Dina about what was that about the she knows these things.
Putting a mascara on my lashes.
Yeah, you don't want to do that and get in trouble. So let's dig a little deeper into your background. Now you're opening a med spa. What is the name of it? What are you going to offer? And when's that big day and all that good stuff?
So it's the Beauty and Wellness Doc. It's a play off of
Beauty and Wellness Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because I'm the Sports and Wellness Doc, so now I'm going to also be the Beauty and Wellness Doc.
Okay.
So we'll be offering chemical peels, Botox, dermal fillers, and IV drips to start out. And then also we're starting an all-natural organic skincare line, which will be out late August.
Okay, so I'm hearing all these things. Okay, but either it's you driving this all by yourself, or there's a major business behind you, a group of people. How are you doing all these things? Let's dig deeper into, there's a reason she chose you to be in the seat today, and I want to hear about it.
Okay, so y'all see these bags under my eyes?
Well, no, I don't. I know, but you'll take care of it at your med spa, I'm sure.
Part of it is that I don't know how to ask for help, so that's what I'm learning how to do now. So as we were riding over here, I was texting back and forth with my marketing strategist who's helping me launch the brand for the Beauty and Wellness Doc. But I am doing everything by myself at this point, with the exception of what she's doing. But what drives me is my kids.
Okay.
I have 2 kids. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old, and my husband, who's very, very supportive, and then my family, who they're cheerleading from Michigan. But yes, so that's but yes.
Okay, so as an entrepreneur, what would you tell women out there who are listening to you right now that have been some of your biggest struggles, that you would tell them to kind of consider, and some of the tips you would give them as they strive to pursue their dreams?
The biggest thing is we have a tendency to be our own worst enemies, our own worst critics, and we'll talk ourselves out of something. I almost talked myself out of starting my chiropractic practice, and then the last few weeks I've been kind of going back and forth. Is this the right thing to do? Is this the right thing to do? Is this how much money is this gonna cost me? Da 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 da. However, I say do your research. Do your research, because that is the thing that will cause you the most to fail. If you don't do your research and you just go out and jump into a business hilly-nilly and not knowing exactly what you're doing. Make sure you have a support system behind you, and then also make sure that you know what you're getting into. Read the contracts. Have an attorney read the contracts, because you can get yourself screwed and then you're stuck with something for 10 years and you can't get out of it. So I would definitely say that And then if you have kids, you got to find a balance because your family, they'll grow so quickly, and then you'll look up and you're so immersed into this business and you've watched 5 years, you've missed 5 years of your child's life.
So you say that, but I mean, how do you manage that with the chiropractor, being the nurse, starting the med spa, being the wife, being the mother? How do you balance that?
It's time management. So when I get home, I disconnect. Phone goes off, computer goes off, and it's
That's
all about
huge.
my kids.
That's huge.
It's hard to do because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm missing an email. Oh my God, I think I'm missing a text message. But I shut down from the time that I get home, which is usually about 6:30, and then I put the kids to bed at 9, and then I go back into what I need to do from 9 to 11 between doing homework or trying to get stuff done for the clinic, and then also getting things together for the beauty and
So it
wellness
sounds like
spa.
the husband has to take care of himself.
He's a girl.
I just realized I'm thinking, okay, where's but the point is you've kept yourself on a schedule. The key is to be balanced and keep a schedule. Now I'm going to switch over to you, Dina. Let's talk a little bit about your journey into becoming, you said you've been doing this now for 8 years. Your
Yeah,
business.
well, 9 years now.
Now, oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
9 years. So let's talk a little bit about your story and how you got there. Was it just a piece of cake? Is it a piece of cake every day? Let's talk a little bit about your journey.
I mean, in the very beginning, it was hard.
Okay.
You know, first of all, because I was a housewife.
Okay.
So and,
It was hard to be the housewife.
yes, and then jump into work. I was sitting in the stairs in a place that I was working in the River Oaks area.
Okay.
And I was crying. That's when you met me. Remember, Alexa?
Oh, how
And-
fun.
Yeah,
Okay, that was the
and
beginning of the story.
the
Okay.
beginning of the story, and I said, and I was crying because I mean, sometimes people could be very strong and rude, and then so you come in to be a housewife and get into these waters. I mean, it's hard. It's not
Yes.
easy.
Of course not.
But I mean, I think a lot of things make you strong.
Sure.
A lot of things make you strong, and I get on the point that I use my head a lot than my feelings,
Okay.
and especially in business, right?
Right.
I'm very careful with that.
Well, what was
and,
your decision factor? You said you were a housewife, you were at home, you were working at the place.
Yeah.
What made you decide, okay, I'm ready to start my own? And what was that first step you took?
This is very important. So a lot of people knowing me from working in this place, very well. I'm now well-known place.
I told you it was only two people who didn't know you in the world last time you were on here.
Then now I say a lot of people. Now I say a lot of people.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 people. Let's say 2 people.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so what happened was when these people hired me, a lot of people they don't know, they hired me to be the face of the salon. So I was
Okay.
going to a lot of events, yes. I was meeting all these people, and it was great. A lot of people, they thought I was on there.
Okay.
But I was the one who was
I wonder
facing.
why.
I was the one who
Yeah.
was going to this event, bring business,
Sure.
and beside that, working with my own clients. So the salon ended up closing up overnight. And this is what happened. And then I said, well, I had no choice. And I called one of my clients, 2 of my clients, and one of my clients, very stronger woman. And I said, hey, listen, this is just happened. I was crying though.
Sure.
And then she's, you know what, that's the best thing happened.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know what? That's true. And I realized, and I said, well, I need to jump into this. It's very scary, though, especially in the location where I am.
You took a risk.
Yes, I take a big risk.
took a big risk.
And right now we're ready to expand.
Oh, good.
We
Let's
talk
talk
about
that a
it.
little
Yeah,
bit,
we talk about it. And so I would say that's scary as before, but it's still, so we're working on that. And thank God, I'm working with the right people. And yeah, so we're getting ready. We're gonna get there. We do this big move this year.
Sure.
Between July and August, and that's what we're getting ready for, So we're trying to expand and bring more services and have people on board, and that's what we gotta do this year. So it's amazing. It's a little stress.
Sure.
I mean, like I would say, I told Alexa, I woke up like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, and I'm just trying to search things and work on my laptop and stuff like that. But it's part of life, and it's, I'm doing this by myself, and I have somebody behind me working on this. But the most important part is find the right people to work with.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. How important, and you can even chime in, how important it is to have the right network behind you. you can drive. You said it yourself. You can be a leader, which you two are, and you can, set sail and control as much as you can.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the relationships you have, the support that you have, the people that you surround yourself with is very huge to the success and where you're going.
Yes.
And what have y'all found with that? And what do you use and what tips would you tell people out there that they can utilize as well?
Every ship has a captain, every plane has a pilot, but there's always a co-captain, always a co-pilot. So you have to be able to ask for that help because you can't do everything by yourself. Even though you may want to, sometimes you can't, and it ended up being your downfall.
Oh, yes, Dina, take
it's like my
It's
coffee.
okay, take your coffee.
When I coffee, people, this is amazing to Alexa. I mean, I'm going to die without
you
coffee.
would agree with this, her as well.
I totally agree with Alexa.
Yeah.
I think it is important. One thing that is important to find the right people to work with.
Yes.
And one thing, I think you and I would talk about this, to associate with the right people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's huge. That's very important. And this is a reflection of yourself.
It is.
This is a reflection of you on your personal life and a reflection of you on your business side. I think that's very important. And I'm more carefully about it. I'm a little more carefully about those things now.
I think, we talked about that.
We
You're
talked
right.
about that, yes.
To your points, to both of your point, I think about myself as an entrepreneur. Started my first business at 26, the second one at 36, and I will be launching my third coming up,
Yes.
which we will be talking about not today, but coming soon. I'll be talking about that. It's so important. You get people that come at you in so many different ways, right? And you speak when you talk about being the captain. You always have to stay focused
Yes.
and learn the people that you surround yourself with. Negativity, things of that nature. Don't entertain it, right?
Yes,
You
yeah.
have to be so focused
Yes.
and so driven to what you want that nothing stands in your way.
Yeah.
And you have to believe in that, and you have to
Yes.
go for it. And it is. We were just talking about something recently with someone about jumping. You have to jump. You have to not be afraid to jump.
You do.
And
Yeah.
when you make that jump, you have to know that you're going to, have those moments where you're going to go up and down. But if you stay the course, you're a great example of that. You're a great example of that. And don't let anything or anyone stand in your way. You will get there. I think that's so important.
It is
Yeah.
very important. What, like you just mentioned, is you stay focused. You stay focused. When you're focused, I have people telling me, "Oh, you're working so much." It's, okay, that's fine. I mean, this is my business. I'm building my business. And one thing that I learned is to be present, is to stay there. I mean, and I'm there every single day, because in the end of the day, that's my business. I'm the face of my business.
Right, exactly.
And I represent my business. I represent my brand. So I has to be there. I take care of my clients, and I support people. I support women, but I has to be focused. And I also, as a businesswoman, you have to take care of yourself.
You hit it. I was just about to say, and it's great for what you're talking about, what you do, eyelashes and your med spa. I make no excuses for pampering myself. I make no excuses for talking about taking care of yourself because it starts with you.
Yes.
If you don't take care of yourself, you can then not go the next level in exercise. Let's talk a little bit about that. Yeah.
Self-care is very important,
Yeah.
and then also just taking care of yourself, period. Because what happens is you overwork yourself and you end up stressing yourself out. Now you put stress on your heart, you put stress on your body,
Right.
and then you weaken your immune system. Now you're sick and you can't figure out why you can't fight off this flu. Now it turns into pneumonia. Now it turns into bronchitis. Now you're sitting in the hospital. Who's running your business? Because you can't. Because
Right.
you've worn
Right.
yourself out.
Right.
So that goes back to having that co-pilot, that co-captain to help you out. And then also, again, I can't stress this enough, self-care. Take care of yourself. Go to your doctor, get your regular checkups, because if you don't have your body, if you don't have your mind in check, you don't have a business.
Right.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. Let's
You have
talk a
to-
little bit about your affiliations in the community. Are you two? I know you are always out, Missy, socializing.
Missy.
This goes back to the relationships and networking. How
Yes.
important is that for your business, and what affiliations and things do y'all do? And what would you give some tips out to people as well?
Networking is extremely important, because that's how you are able to grow your business, and then you can help each other. I am a graduate of the Goldman Sachs program. I graduated in December.
Goldman Sachs?
Yes.
Okay. What? This one, okay. Let me guess. You've been an investment banker too, probably, right?
No, I
Has she
haven't.
not been an investment banker on Wall Street in New York? I mean, come on, let's keep going. Okay, continue down the. Yeah.
But the Goldman Sachs program has helped to curate a lot of opportunities and things like that, and that's how I've been able to find funding and things of that nature, and then also getting more patients as well.
Sure.
And then I'm also a member of the Greater Houston Black Chamber.
Okay.
And that's it right now, because that's kind of all I can fit on my plate. I'm actually about to join the Greater Houston Women's Chamber as well.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to kind of sit it right there, because I've already got a lot going on.
Right, you're having to
full-time
again,
student
it's the ballot.
So,
and yourself, Dina, what do you suggest?
Well, you know, Kasia, one thing that I always is supporting organizations, and when people come to me, hey, you know what, we had this, I always offer, hey, you know what, I had this certificate, let's do this for you, silent action and stuff like that. I think support the community is very important. You have to find the right people that they support you as well. So it's a balance.
It is
it's a balance. So you need to find out the people that you can work with.
Sure.
You know, I think that's very important, and it's those things that I'm learning now, and helping me to choose the right people to work with and associate with.
And you learn that as you go. I mean, sometimes,
absolutely,
and we'll take a quick commercial, we'll dig a little more when we get back, but sometimes it's okay, right? It's part of the, if you're associated with someone and you realize, hey, this isn't right, you take what you can from that situation, but you remove yourself as soon as you know, so that you can stay strong and continue on your journey. We'll take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Cupcakes and Bubbles, located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein Lip Gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Hey, I'm Sebastian de Villafranca. Together with Daniel Bisoño and Diana Mota, we will bring you the latest information regarding entertainment and gossip all the way from Mexico City. Join us for a really fun hour together only on KLNY 91.1 FM.
This is E.L. Crane of Real Estate U here each and every Saturday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on 91.1 FM The Boss. Remember, that's Real Estate U. Insightful, informative, and a little humor tossed in. Real Estate U, listening live, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. each and every Saturday at 91.1 The Boss.
It's time to change. If you like country, we play it. If you like pop, we play it.
when I did not know no pain.
If you like Latin music, we play it. If you like rock and roll, we play it. Because no one does fusion music like we do. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. It is Friday. So anyway, in the studio this morning, we have both Dina Torres and Alexia, right? I said it right.
Alexia,
Keep calling Alexa because of the little device in the houses. Anyway, today, Dina's great idea she wanted to talk about International Women's Day. So she invited a friend of hers, guest in the studio, Alexia, and we're talking all about our story and being a woman and obviously how you got there. But I want to dig a little deeper. Yes, I do. I like to dig. So let's dig a little deeper for people out there listening. We've kind of danced around a little bit about certain things, right? But let's kind of go into the chiropractor practice or being a nurse along the way. Let's talk a little bit about how that journey was. Did you get help along the way? Did you have setbacks? Did you have anything where a blessing bestowed upon you? So when people are listening, we're talking and we're telling people, it's one thing to tell somebody, yes, you can be an entrepreneur. Yes, these things can happen. But when you tell a little bit deeper of the story, it kind of gives a bigger window into it. So please do. Yeah.
Definitely. So I started my practice 4 years ago. And when I started my practice, it was one of those things where it was kind of like, do I do it, do I not? So I had to and my husband was like, listen, if you're going to do it, you need to go ahead and do it and just sign this lease. So that's what we did. We went over the lease and everything, and I started to practice. But I continued to work for two different companies, while still running my own practice. And I was lucky to see maybe 5 patients a week in my practice. There would be some days.
Were there moments where that you were going to not do it, that you said to yourself, it's too much, I think I want to give up? Did you ever have that moment?
A lot of times. I'm like,
and
I'm
how
working.
Did you overcome that?
Just prayer, and then also talking to other friends who had started chiropractic practices and how well they were doing. And they reminded me, like in the beginning, just because you open up a practice, people aren't just going to know, oh, she opened the doors, we're just going to come flooding in.
So how did you market yourself?
I went to different networking events. I started marketing more on social media. I got a social media manager. That was a huge waste of money. In the beginning, I probably threw away thousands of dollars with people telling me that they could do this and do that, and yet they were just taking my money.
Sure.
And I wasn't getting anything out of it. So then I started managing my own social media. Started going out to different places, and even if I would go to happy hour, I would say at the bar, "Hey, you're sitting on your wallet. That's not a good idea. So now you're gonna have to come see me. I'm right across the street."
So you started to be your own cheerleader.
Yeah.
And that's what you would tell people. So
marketing myself.
What we're saying here is, you can pay thousands and thousands of dollars, but the real marketing starts with you.
Yes, because you're the face of your business.
Now let's talk about your practice. Where's it located? What's the name of it? How successful are you now? Let's dig into that.
My practice is at 2600 South Loop West. I'm over off of 610 in Maine, 2 buildings over from Chacho's in the Black Wall Street. And I'm on the first floor, conveniently located. So as soon as you walk in the building, boom, right there.
Okay,
the Sports and Wellness Doc, that is me. Chiropractic for everybody. So I specialize in dry needling, cupping, we do laser therapy, sports injuries.
Who are your patients? Is it athletes?
People that have been in
who's
car accidents, people that have been in car accidents, people that just want wellness, my self-care people, and also for listening today, come in, you get a free consultation and free adjustment today only. Tell them Dr. Lex sent you. I can be found on social media at Sports and Wellness Doc, and my website is sportsandwellnessdoc.com. So Sports and Wellness Doc across all platforms. And our number is 832-844-1754. You can also text the number as well. I set it up like that on purpose.
Okay. So that's so your success story is you stayed focused. You obviously had a support network. Your husband was strong behind you. You're your own leader and you're your own cheerleader. That's clear. And now you're practicing. You've been doing it now how many years?
4 years.
4 years successfully practicing. And then the nursing. Where do you nurse at? And tell us a little bit about that.
Right now, I'm not doing anything with it at this
Okay.
moment because
Okay.
I'm fully immersed in the practice. But the
Okay. And
nursing
then the med spa coming
will
up,
come
right,
into
right,
play with the
right.
med spa because with the so I'll be able to actually administer the Botox myself because I am a registered nurse.
Okay, very nice. Very
Certified.
Nice. And Dina, I know you're over there busy on your phone, but so you want to tell us a little bit more about, what you do in the community as well, and how, as we were talking about, I guess what I wanted to get to people out there is,
Yes.
a little bit more window into what it's like in your journeys when you're having the business, when you've got there, you're starting. Blessings, setbacks, stories, anything that people need to hear as testimonies about being that strong woman, about being that entrepreneur that can help them as they're listening today.
Yeah, I think one thing that we talked in the very beginning is to focus.
Okay.
That is very, very important, and you have to have goals. I mean, you have to have short-time goal, you have to have long-time period goal, which is very important, right? Maybe, how do you see yourself in a year, 5 or 10 years?
Right.
I think that's very important, and work on it, make things happen. So that's something that, I mean, it's not easy when you're by yourself or you're doing everything yourself. It's not easy, but during that time you're learning, and you learning to associate and bring the right people on board, because that's very important. I think one thing is important when you have people or you want to bring people, it's to have passionate people, to have people that they want to work.
Right.
You know, I think with me, I mean, I have so much energy on daily basis, like every single day. It's just I run in there and it's like everything is so quiet. Like you have to have passion for things. You have to have passion on life. You have to have passion on your business. What do you do?
Right.
Love what you do. Do with your mind, but you have to love what you do. And then somebody was telling me that I always have fun. I said, even when I'm working, I have so much fun. I laugh with my clients.
In other words, there has to be a love for what you do. You have to be passionate. You have to love what you do.
Yes.
If you're setting out, jump. Don't be afraid. But make sure you're jumping into something you want to do. Because if you're
Yes.
jumping from one thing to something else and you don't love what you do, you'll be spinning in the same as what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Because you're on fire for what you do and you love
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about the network. Have you noticed, and these are just questions I'm asking, your friend network. Do you see your network get smaller as you try to grow? Do you find that people are more supportive, or you start to realize who your true friends are? Let's talk about how that plays into
Can I
your,
say this?
I've given you the floor, my friend. I'm giving you the floor, please.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I share one post not long ago on my Facebook and say something. I mean, let me tell you something. One thing that I always, I'm very supportive. But I get on the point that I say, you know what, this is my limit. And then you find out who's your truly friend. Because one thing is like, you have friends on business, you have to support your friends, right? I mean, I say like, you support celebrities, you don't even know these people. Right? You see them on the screen and you support them. You go to the concert, you do this. Why don't you support your friends?
Right.
And that's one thing that I noticed. And I will tell you, I clean house this weekend, and I say, you know what? This is good for me. This is not good for me. And this, I has to be in a strong mindset to do it. And I say, I mean, listen. I don't need this, and I need this. I don't want this, and I don't want this.
Well, I think in summary, what I'm hearing you say, and a very important tip out there is, remember, as you start to build your business or you build any relationship, sometimes you're going to have to clean house.
Yes.
And you're going to have to, you're going to start to realize who your true friends are.
Yes.
And who their true network. And I can attest, as done, a lot of different things myself, whether it was business or community related, to your point, I am a self-driven individual. I take the ship and I lead it. I also have learned through the years and over time that I love to carry, I love to bring
Yes,
people
you
in.
are.
But at the same time, if I find that someone is a detriment or
Yes.
has ill will, I don't entertain it. I remove it. And at the same time, I always find you'll never find the support from others that I've given to them, and at this point I don't expect it. I don't look for it. But that, to your point, yeah, you find out very quickly who really supports you,
Yes.
who really backs you.
Yes.
And it never equals out. And I don't know that I look for that, but to your point, that you have to be prepared for this is what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's not going to come your way like you give it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say this just because I'm here, right?
Go ahead. That's why I gave you today to do your thing. Go ahead.
One thing that I noticed that you're very supportive. You are, and I truly appreciate that.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, sometimes it's hard to find people. And so, I mean, I have my son, and I tell my son, I said, sometimes people come and go, and you have to be ready for.
Yep. Yeah.
You have to be strong mindset, and you have to understand those things. But the real people that's there for you when you need them and they support you, you need to stick with these people. Because some people, I mean, even me, some people, they say, oh, I heard somebody telling me, I want your life. I don't think you want this life.
Well, maybe they do. Maybe they do. It's not the best. We're going to take a real quick commercial. When we come back, we'll dig some more into strong women. Yes, it is Women's
There
Day.
we go.
We'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1 FM.
located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
Woodlands Prime Lending, offering business loan programs for all types of endeavors. Need a startup loan, equipment financing, or even a business line of credit? Woodlands Prime Lending offers a variety of commercial loans to help you get funded when you need it. Call 713-900-7170 or visit us on our website at woodlandsprimelending.com to schedule an appointment today. Getting a loan is easy with Woodlands Prime Lending.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Good morning and welcome back to the show. It's Friday. Yes, it is. And we are talking about women, International Women Day. We've got Dina Torres in the studio, as well as Alexa. Alexa McClurkin.
Alexia.
What is your last name? I haven't even said it.
McClurkin.
Can you tell everybody who you are again?
Yes.
Why don't I let you tell everybody who you are?
I'm Dr. Alexia McClurkin.
Doctor,
I
excuse me.
am
Sorry.
the Sports and Wellness Doc, and also now the Beauty and Wellness Doc. I'm a chiropractor here in Houston, over 2600 Southwest, on all social media avenues as Sports and Wellness Doc. Doc as in Dr. D-O-C.
Doc.
There we go.
Yay.
So we were talking before commercial a little bit more deeper into how it's so important to have the right friends, the right network, and you start to learn very quickly when you, and I say this, when you soar to the top, when you rise to the top, when you are a strong leader, I know firsthand how
Everybody
people will
can't go
come
with
at
you.
you left and right.
Yes.
But what I don't ever let people do is it doesn't shake me. You know, I rise above that occasion, okay? And I think that's what we're saying here today is so important as women, is to not even entertain it. It doesn't
Yes.
matter. It doesn't move me. Do what you will.
Yeah.
And I used to always say this. I can walk in a room. I'll use this statement and we'll switch to the next point. I could walk in a room and there may be 100 reasons why you don't like me. I don't care.
Yeah.
Pick whichever one you want or pick 100. It's not going to define me.
Yes.
That is your problem, not mine.
Yes.
And it's not going to dictate where I'm going.
Yes.
And so that's the attitude you have to have. And I think we all three have that. But also we wanted to touch into a little bit further. You wanted to go deeper into faith.
Yes.
A lot of what has gotten us here today, and we all have attested, is our faith.
Yes.
And you want to talk about that a little bit, Dina?
Yeah, I was telling you guys that, you know, every single movement or every single step you want to take on your business, on your life, you have to put on God's hands. That's very important. I mean, we go and we have people, like you say, Kacha, you go in a room and it's 100 people out there, and just by yourself, and it's like, okay. But you know what? You always has to have faith, and you always has to put everything you do on God's hands.
Amen. I totally agree.
That's the best
That's been my
thing.
life forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have to have faith, and you have to believe in yourself. You know, you have to believe. I have people telling me that I'm very sure that I talk too much.
Well, you are kind of short.
Oh.
Can we get that out on the table? How tall are you,
No,
Dina?
oh
How
my
tall are you, Dina?
God.
How tall are you, Dina? Let's tell it without the Louboutins
No,
on.
but I mean,
without
what
the
I'm
red
trying to
bottoms. Without
say,
your red
this
bottoms.
could be bullying people. Come on, it hurts people's feelings. Well, I gotta say this. When I met Kache,
Oh my
she
God.
came to my office,
Oh.
and I was on my flat shoes, and she was like, "Oh my God,
I flipped
Dina,
out.
I didn't know."
flipped out.
I
It was
never
like she was so
realized-
short.
Yeah,
She
I
was so
never
short
realized
without her
how
heels on.
short you are. And
Yeah.
then she hugged me. Oh, a little late. I was like, wait a minute, Kache, and I was looking like, wait a minute.
Because she's like this. Okay, can I say it?
Yeah.
Can you help put some skin on? Put an extra layer right now. She was like this tiny, and I said, "Oh my God, Dina, you're
Yes,
so
she
little."
could. Yeah.
And she goes, "Okay, Cache, get in there so I can do your eyelashes." And I felt like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "You can call me tiny anytime. Somebody can call me tiny anytime they want." But anyway, but to your point.
But my point
yeah.
is just like one time I have a meeting with it was men's on the table, and we had meeting for something, and then it's like, oh, you're trying to be smart, and then so that's things that you have to be strong, because people that was like, first of all, you are a woman, second of all, I mean, in my case, I'm a Latina. And so many things, but what I'm trying to say is that we have to be strong. We have to be strong no matter what. And like she say, you know, people might like you, people might don't like you. So you can't change those things. The only thing you can do is change your mind and be strong and make things happen on daily basis. Because this is part of our life. This is part of my life. It's how I'm my living. I take care of my clients. One thing that I know for sure is when somebody crosses the door of my office, I take care of the person, and I want to make sure these people live happy.
Right.
Right? And they continue. I will tell you one thing I know. So clients come to me, I mean, I see, it's so funny because I see clients, they come back after a year and they said, Dina, I haven't been here, I haven't get in another place to get my license done, but I come back. to see you. If I'm not coming back, I'm gonna send you my friend, I'm gonna send you this person. For some reason, I'm not coming at this specific moment, but I will refer you somebody.
Again,
you know, and
yeah.
I think the connection, the relationship you build with somebody on your business, that's very important. It's very important. And I think, like I said, that open doors for you when you build relationship. And some people, you know what, with me, I know a lot of people don't like me without knowing me, and I was like, I can't do anything about it.
Right.
Yes.
So what do you think as far as your faith and what has carried you were saying as well? And then you want to talk about your publicist as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm one of those people that you have to say you have to trust the process. God is going to give it to you. He won't put more on you than you can bear. Let go and let God, because sometimes we try to interfere, and then that's when things go awry. But when you just leave it to God and leave it in His hands, you'll be surprised at how much things start to change. And
Surrender.
Like piggybacking off her said, surrender.
You know, how many times have we asked God for something and then decided we were going to help Him?
Right. And then
Where
how
does
well
that
did
get
that
us?
go? Nowhere. Nowhere.
The moment I surrender, it just seems like it just falls into place.
Yes.
So to your point.
Yes.
And you wanted to talk about your publicist and how important that is, or has helped you as well in your journey.
Exactly, because piggybacking off of what Dina said with regard to building a network, sometimes you can't just approach, like if you want to, like being here, I wouldn't have known anything about you.
You
if it
better
weren't
not
for
just
her.
approach me.
Yeah.
You better not just walk up to me. You better come through Dina. No, I'm joking.
Like call the news station. Hey, guess what? I have this great idea. Can you guys have me on? And they're gonna be
The
looking
difference
like
with me, I would have, yeah. But no, to your point, I'm joking. Yeah. Okay.
But I do have a publicist, and I feel like within the last year and a half, that has also been very beneficial in helping to build my network, because I wouldn't have met some of the people that I've met. I also wouldn't have had opportunities such as when I was on Isaiah Carey, featured on some national publications, without that extra
So you've
from
been
my
throughout the
publicist.
community in the Houston area, have made some really good impact, is what you're
Seriously.
saying. And the community has supported you.
I was on a panel with Sheila Lee.
Okay.
Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. Because someone sent it to me, and I sent it to my publicist, and within a few hours she was like, you're going to be on the panel. Because I also have a nonprofit for low-income pregnant women, 9 months of 5K, to teach them the importance of health, nutrition, and fitness throughout their pregnancy.
Okay. So again, you are a very busy lady who's done a lot of amazing things. We've got about a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to turn it back to 1 minute for you, Dina. Tell everyone again who you are, what you do, where they need to go, and then over to you 1 minute, and then we'll wrap it up from there.
All right.
Wonderful. This is my.
You have 1 minute. That means when it goes to
1 minute.
10:57, you're done, and then it's your turn.
Yes, we do. Well, this is Eyelashes by Dina. You see, this is my company. We're located on 1700 Postock Boulevard in the heart of Houston, Galleria. And we have promotion. I hope you guys watching the show. I know some people that have been telling me on Facebook they've been watching the show.
Come support her. International Women's Day. Give her a call. Go online. Book your appointment. She's amazing. It's a total experience with her. And now, you, Doctor, I want to tell everybody again how they can get a hold of you.
Dr. Alexia McClurkin. I'm also a customer of Dina. You see these good old lashes?
You see the
eyelashes? Yes, we all have our eyelashes from Dina.
I'm at 2600 South Loop West, Suite 100. I'm right there off of 610 in Maine. We are also offering an International Women's Day, Women's Month special.
Wow.
So free consultation and free adjustment. Just mention that you saw me on 91.1 with Cachet.
That's right. Say Cachet.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, you say
Name
Cachet
drop.
Girl, and everything's great.
That's the one time I allow name dropping.
Cachet.
There
Okay,
we
everybody,
go,
have a
people.
great weekend. International Women's
Have fun.
Day.
We're going to have champagne
Bye-bye.
right now.
Have a great one.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
thank you, please.